You want to know why Call of Duty is dying? You want to know why Call of Duty, regardless of how good Modern Warfare is, will not last 3 months after launch? Firstly, this is not 2010. This is 2019. This game is going on 12 years. As much as you want to think it's something new every year, it's not. It's mostly a reskin. People, the community, are bored. Which brings into the second point. Call of Duty has turned into a sweat fest. MLG, Call of Duty YouTubers who get good gameplay, sweats in other words, have ruined the fun of what was a casual shooter. That's what made Call of Duty so much fun when it first came out. It also was the very first game to provide 60 frames per second. Now, everyone has that. So one of the biggest draws is now just normal for games. The microtransactions in Call of Duty and that Activision are going to implement also ruin the experience of the game. It makes it unfun. People do not enjoy getting ripped off. They feel like as if it provides a negative experience while trying to play the game, even if the game is good. And also, Call of Duty has forgotten their roots of what made it fun in the first place, and that is making it a casual, chaotic, just crazy first-person shooter with amazing kill streaks. They have forgotten that that was what made it successful in the past, in search of esport fame and trying to make it so balanced. You know, I really want to like Call of Duty. I really want to enjoy the game. I mean, I watch these people play. I see guys out there, doing really well, kicking ass, just, looks like they're dominating, right? These top Call of Duty tier YouTubers who are gameplay commentaries like Dismo or Korean Savage, even though I think they got some cheats going on, but stay tuned for some other videos on that. But honestly, I don't enjoy the game that much, man. It's like, it's not how it used to be. I can't play the way it used to be. I used to be able to run around, run and gun, and just do gun on gun, right? Because like my reflexes and how to play the game and awareness, I'm good at the game like that way. I could, like old games, old Call of Duty titles with people who, don't play the game like it's life or death. Like in this game right now, if you're not aiming down sight around every corner, if you're not playing like it's a life or death situation, if you're not playing like as if you think you got 50,000 people watching you with $1 million on the line at some kind of like Fortnite World Cup tournament, you're not going to do well. And to me, that's not fun. And at the same time, it's like I don't care enough anymore. I've been playing a game for 12 years. I don't care enough to like want to actually play that serious in order to get a good game. And I mean, I watch guys who are really good at the game, like Korean Savage and those kind of dudes, right? Like, those dudes are like the 1 out of a million, right? The guys that can run and gun like that, they can go around and still, even though you got a bunch of people playing sweaty nerds and aiming down sights and camping and whatnot, they can still offset that, right? Because, like, they're like the Michael Jordans of Call of Duty. I mean, like, that sounds super lame to say that, but that's the truth. And 90% of us watching this video aren't like that. And a lot of people who have watched their gameplay, who, are like, Call of Duty YouTubers who are just average at the game or not too bad, you really got to play like you got to camp it out almost. It's so boring. Like I've been playing like, so many different Call of Duties in the last couple of weeks. Like, I mean, I played every game, man. I downloaded Call of Duty World War, whatever, Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1, and I played those, and I freaking downloaded Call of Duty, right here, Modern Warfare 3, for God's sake. And I've been going around and playing them, and, quite frankly, they suck. They all suck. They all suck now. Like, games that we thought were amazing, they're not good now. They suck. They're it's not because the game has gotten worse. It's because the community itself has evolved into a Sweatfest, G Fuel Scuff gaming controller, and I think maybe it's just indicative of gaming online now, that people out here are taking it so seriously because with the rise of esports, with seeing Twitch streamers and YouTubers and how competitive it is, and trying to be the next Shroud or Dr. Disrespect. Gaming, like, we're talking about a video game, man. Like, this is what we're about now, gaming. That it's that serious. Like, it's not casual anymore. Like, what was meant to be a relaxing and entertaining, time where, you could go and try hard, right? Like, but not, there's a difference between playing, and trying to do your best and just playing like a sweat. I mean, there really is a huge difference. I mean, how many people now, like, dude, this is my like job pretty much, right? I just have standard controllers. Like, how many of these people out here, like just random kids and whatnot, have scuff gaming controllers with like 40 bumpers on the back so they can drop shot, or they can like do all kinds of different stuff and program, and like everybody now. I remember we had a headset, like this is a Astro gaming headset from like 8 years ago. I think this is like one of the original A40s. I mean, still works well, right? But like when I got one of those, it was like, whoa, dude, I got a headset. Like, now everybody has a headset. like I said, if you go back and play the other Call of Duty titles, it doesn't even matter really. Like the game is just like, it isn't what it used to be. And like 2 months, 3 months after launch, no one's really playing these games anymore, who are just people who are looking to have fun and do well. Like I said, if you want to do well, it's a big difference between just going out and doing well and being good at the game and then playing like it's a life or death situation. I mean, like, I don't know how many games I play on Team Deathmatch that go to the time limit. Like we're only going to 75 and we barely make it. We barely even make it because no one moves. Like if I run around, I mean, I got to be super lucky, and like I got to just play like as if it's like I got an intense focus, and I got to sweat my ass off and take 50 milligrams of freaking Adderall, and 15 bumps of blow, and drink 42 ounces of G Fuel, just so I can zone in, man, and be like, yeah, I'm ready to play some Call of Duty, man. Let's go up there and play some Call of Duty. I'm gonna go. Like it's like I don't want to do that. Like that. I don't like. You know what? Playing Blackout, or playing Apex Legends, or playing Battle Royales are more fun now, really honestly, because at least it's like, there's more of an emphasis on actually, trying to survive. Like, I just don't care, like in Call of Duty with the respawn. Like, I have a friend, he's a dude of the same age I am, and he's like really good at Call of Duty, like really good, like, like 80 and 2s, like Dismo and like Carnage Clan and Korean Savage type stuff, and he's an older guy, right? So it's like, it's not this reflexes, you know what I'm saying? I'm still like an athletic individual. I still play a lot of sports. I don't have Alzheimer's. My reflexes are still just the same as they were when I was 20-something years old. But like, you have to play really smart. You got to be really careful, and you got to be like, you've got to really be you can't play carefree. You can't just run and gun, is what I'm trying to say. And I can't do that, man. I can't play a Call of Duty game where I have to rely on so much patience. I can't, like, I want to get out there and I want to, just get crazy and, and going around and, like, have like a Spaz 12, like in Modern Warfare 2 days, and just run and gun and, and just blast people and use actually, my reflexes and quick skills and gun and just being aware of people running around you. But now, Call of Duty, you have a few people running around randomly, right? And so you get caught up in weird situations. But then you also have all the people who just sit there. And like I said, Merc Music made a video on this. He played a few games, and he actually went into theater mode, and he broke a whole video down about how this guy plays and how he thinks Black Ops 4 is dying. And I've talked about that on like a couple videos ago. And it's like, yeah, like how can you play with, how can you run and gun out in the field, run around, when you just have basically people up in freaking, the library, like as if it was, 19 whatever, and JFK is driving through in his, Cadillac, and you got Lee Harvey Oswald's everywhere. Basically, is what I'm saying. You got Lee Harvey Oswald just sitting up there, like, maybe he did, maybe he didn't, I don't know. Conspiracy theory, but you got Lee Harvey Oswald's everywhere, and you're just trying to run around, and have fun and go through. And you got dudes just aiming down sights through doors, just sitting there aiming at sights, and you come in. You can't beat that. I don't care if you got reflexes like the Flash or like Superman. You can't beat that, dude. You can't. So Modern Warfare, when it comes out, that's exactly why Call of Duty die after 3 months. That's exactly why they're boring. That's why no one plays in 3 months. That's why after 3 months, it's like the hype is dead, because people like me and you watching this video, we play the game for the first 2-3 months, right? And it's fun because you got casuals on there and people who are just looking to have a good time, who aren't taking it super serious, and you got the sweats as well, right? And after 3 months, people, after 10-12 years, you can't sustain the excitement, and you can't sustain, the enjoyment of playing a game that's been out for so long. So, after 2-3 months, 2 months, people just were like, yeah, I'm gonna move on to something else. A lot of free-to-play games, maybe some Fortnite, Apex Legends. I don't know, maybe I'll play a Battle Royale of some other sort. Maybe I'll just play some single-player games. Maybe I'll go out and play some of the old games. And the Call of Duty community is just sucked, dry, and left with just nothing but a bunch of, sweaty nerds, really. I mean, like, everyone else goes on to something else. And so after that 2-3 months, it becomes just not fun anymore, because it's not that, like, the game got boring. It's a combination of the game kind of got boring, and then the casual people start to leave, and then now you're just left with, like, the hard tryhards. So long story short, ladies and gentlemen, Modern Warfare is going to come out. It's going to be really good for 2-3 months, and then people are going to get tired of it, just like they do every other Call of Duty. And then the casual and less sweat fest, super tryhard MLG, G Fuel, Adderall taken, scuff gaming controller nerds are going to be the only ones left playing it. And then it's going to get then people who are still trying to enjoy the game, like myself, sticking around, are going to become less and less excited and disenfranchised with it, because they're just getting hit and smoked all the time by a bunch of people who take this thing way too seriously. And then the casual player base gets smaller and smaller, and then the game just slowly dies out faster and faster. and it just becomes a snowball effect. And then, of course, microtransactions ruin it as well. And yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know, dudes. I don't know what to say. Call of Duty kind of, you know, man, the community sucks. The game itself is just played out. I don't know what the hell and how it does so well every year. And then, I don't know, man, like, honestly, this game, the community, and Call of Duty, and G Fuel. And with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is today's video. My name is Ocho Pensamientos. That's 8 thoughts. Muchas gracias for dropping on by. If you're new here and you like the honesty, well, then hit that subscribe button. If you don't, well, hey, you're probably just saying I'm a loser and can't handle the truth by this Alpha Omega Super MLG YouTuber. And also, let's try to get a like on this video. Hit that like button. And last but not least, and most importantly, my pedigree chums, you all stay black. We'll let the hon cracker shape you to build movies, others, pink of judgment, trust them, be more jealous, been flat, elves, ones, be like forest, fox gate, white man. Next is right there. You ready to go? Want to get out of here? All right, we gotta go. Bring you down. Peace out.